more than half the world's population was under 30. 62% of Brazilians are 29 or younger. More than half of the 1.2 billion Indians are under 25, and a similar young majority exists in China. Two-thirds of South Africa's population is under 35. According to the Kaiser Family Foundation, 52% of the 18 million people in Niger are under 15, and in most of sub-Saharan Africa, over 40% of the population is under 15. The populations of North America, Western Europe and Japan may be aging, but the global pattern is clear. The third threshold is connectivity. In 2012, more than a third of the world's population had access to the Internet, up 566% since 2000. It's not just Europe and America that are connected. 45% of those with Internet access are in Asia. Nonetheless, the major regions that lack connection are sub-Saharan Africa, other than South Africa, and the Indian subcontinent, creating a digital divide on a global level. By the end of 2014, an estimated 3 billion people were online. By the end of the decade, Google envisages 5 billion people on the Internet. This is not just another form of mass media. It is the first universal medium. One of the most notable uses of the global network is to create, send, and view images of all kinds, from photographs to video, comics, art, and animation. The numbers are astonishing. 100 hours of YouTube video are uploaded every minute. 6 billion hours of video are watched every month on the site. 1 hour for every person on Earth. The 18 to 34 age group watches more YouTube than cable television. And remember that YouTube was only created in 2005. Every 2 minutes, Americans alone take more photographs than were made in the entire 19th century. As early as 1930, an estimated 1 billion photographs were being taken every year worldwide. 50 years later, it was about 25 billion a year, still taken on film. By 2012, we were taking 380 billion photographs a year, nearly all digital. 1 trillion photographs were taken in 2014. There were some 3.5 trillion photographs in existence in 2011, so the global photography archive increased by some 25% or so in 2014. In that same year, 2011, there were 1 trillion visits to YouTube. Like it or not, the emerging global society is visual. All these photographs and videos are our way of trying to see the world. We feel compelled to make images of it and share them with others as a key part of our effort to understand the changing world around us and our place within it. The planet itself is changing before our eyes. In 2013, carbon dioxide passed the signature threshold of 400 parts per million in the atmosphere for the first time since the Pliocene era, about 3 to 5 million years ago. Although we cannot see the gas, it has set in motion catastrophic change. With more carbon dioxide, warm air holds more water vapor. As the ice caps melt, there is more water in the ocean. As the oceans warm, there is more energy for a storm system to draw on, producing storm after unprecedented storm. If a hurricane or earthquake creates what scientists call a high sea level event, like a storm surge or tsunami, the effects are dramatically multiplied. Record-setting floods have followed around the world, from Bangkok to London and New York, even as other areas, from Australia to Brazil, California and equatorial Africa, suffer unprecedented drought. The world today is physically different from the one we see in blue marble, and it's changing fast. For all the new visual material, it is often hard to be sure what we are seeing when we look at today's world. None of these changes are settled or stable. It seems as if we live in a time of permanent revolution. If we put together these factors of growing, networked cities with a majority youthful population and a changing climate, what we get is a formula for change. Sure enough, people worldwide are actively trying to change the systems that represent us in all